Hello, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I want to talk about how to set goals for 2025 and how to actually achieve them. So let's talk about why most people do not execute on their New Year's resolutions or their goals. They either set goals that are too unrealistic or too vague, or they do not put these systems and accountability in place to actually follow through on it. In this video, I want to give you some of the tools that have really helped me achieve my goals, and something that I also not do only here end of the year, but I almost do on a quarterly basis, and just has brought so much peace and inspiration and motivation to my life. I've found so much benefit on whether that was in my career, into my wellness goals. And today we're going to also talk a little bit more about these wellness goals and how to set that, because I just feel that if you're going to be able to do this for yourself, for your own personal development, if that's what you're into, if you want to grow, if you want to become better, it is truly going to bleed in every area of your life and influence in such a positive way. So I think the first thing that is so important is becoming super clear of your why. Why do you want to reach certain goals? Why do you want to reach certain health and wellness goals? Is it to be able to be fit with children like down the line? Is it to just live a life that you feel so energized and have so much fun in doing everything? I think reflecting on this why this is important, because this is going to be your motivator. Like whenever you lose motivation, maybe throughout the year or a couple weeks or months in or a couple days in, thinking about this why and reconnecting with it can really help you kind of keep that goal really in focus and super clear in front of you. Some of the things that you can think about of journaling or writing down or even just thinking about is, what does my ideal day look like? What does my ideal week look like? How do I want to feel once I reach that goal? I think that is a really important one as well. When you take a little bit of a moment to think about this why and think about what you want to feel and where you want to become and really visualize that, you're going to get more clear on the goal that you want to reach. Now, the first step is setting your goal. And I think it's really important to set goals that are not vague and that are realistic. And a framework that really helps is thinking about SMART goals. So the S stands for specific. Instead of saying one of your goals is to lose weight or to become stronger, become more specific. I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to be able to lift 25 pounds. And you can see by throwing into a number, you're actually becoming so much more specific and on where you want to go. Then the M is measurable. Now, I kind of like spoiled that here a little bit, but once something is measurable, you can keep it on track, you can habit track on it, you can feel more accountable. So instead of saying, I want to be working out, I want to work out 3 times a week. And this is measurable. You can put this into your calendar and you can check this off. Or I want to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day instead of I want to be hydrated. You're able to check off drinking water each day. Having something measurable is extremely important, and is really going to help you create mini and micro steps towards your goal. And then the A is achievable. Of course, we want to stay realistic here, you know? It's like, okay, next month I want a 6-pack, I want a bum, or I want to be able to lift 50 pounds or whatever it is. You have to be realistic with your goal, because otherwise the motivation will fade away really quickly. Then the R is here for relevant. And what I mean with relevant, for example, think about a goal, whether you're saying, I want to learn how to cook because all of my friends do. That is not a relevant goal. The goal should be changed to, I want to learn how to cook because it nourishes my body and it sparks joy in me. The end goal is the same, you want to cook, but by framing it differently, it becomes more relevant towards your situation. And the last one is the T for time. Obviously, this kind of comes hand in hand with measurable, so become specific on your time. So instead of I want to be working out more and moving my body more, I want to work out for 30 minutes a day for 3 months straight in a structured plan 3 times a week. So you can really see how we redefined a goal in a time frame. Now, it doesn't matter how freaking big your goal is or how small, the success in reaching your goal truly lays into your daily habits. When you're climbing a mountain, you're not constantly looking at the top only. Like, you're looking at the steps in front of you that are kind of bringing you up, because if you're only looking up to the mountain, you're gonna trip and like fall down, and also it just feels like it's forever, like far, far away. So sometimes taking and focusing on those little steps in front of you are going to get you at the exact same spot and probably at the same speed, but the only reason that you will get there is because you're able to stay consistent. You have control over your daily habits. You're gonna have control over the path towards your goal. Now, I usually create a sheet, and this is where I kind of reflect on my current situation and where I want to go. Now, you can see where I'm at now and where I want to go. There's a really big gap, and it's important to fill that gap. And the most powerful tool is clarity on how to actually do that. So I created a PDF sheet, and this is actually a PDF sheet that I use myself as well. I usually do this at the beginning of the year, and then almost every quarter I come back to it and I kind of see where I'm at, and sometimes I even like adapt and change a little bit. Now, I thought it would be really nice if you're watching this video to do this PDF with me at home if you're interested. So I'm gonna link it down below. You can download it completely for free and just follow along in doing it. And I quickly wanted to go over with and explain on how kind of the goal setting works, because wow, this has been so freaking effective for me. This is why I love YouTube, because I'm gonna be able to share all the tools with you. So on top, you see 5 sections that I believe are kind of the pillars of your wellness: your physical activity, sleep, nutrition, stress, and relationship. So physical activity obviously is like movement, what you're doing for your body on a daily basis. Sleep, I mean, speaks for itself. Nutrition, like how are you nourishing your body? Stress, I think, is a really, really big one for a lot of people. And then with relationship, I truly mean the relationship that you have with yourself. So your emotions, your thoughts, your self-love, but also a relationship with others. Because I don't know if you might have been ever in a toxic relationship, but the relationship we have with other people around us can truly affect our personal wellness and just our personal like overall being. Obviously, we're setting goals here for wellness, but you can also change this into career and into time and into emotions. Like, there's so many different like categories that you can do this goal setting for, and this one specifically I created for kind of wellness stuff. Now, step 1, where are you now? Rate between 1 and 10. So give yourself a number. For example, physical activity, maybe you're at a 6 and maybe you want to get at an 8. Sleep, maybe your sleep is kind of poor, you want to give yourself a 3, but you want to get higher. Maybe your nutrition is already on point, it's like a 7. And then underneath, I want you to describe your current situation and be very specific here. So with physical activity, maybe it's like I am not as consistent, or I don't really know what to do with workouts, or I don't feel very motivated. I only do walks, but I want to do more stuff. So really describe your current situation. Or maybe with nutrition, it's like I don't have time to cook, or I don't really know what to eat, or I just feel lazy and I just can't get myself to make nourishing meals for myself, or I have a lot of cravings. So really describe your current situation, and this is already bringing a lot of awareness and clarity to it. Then step number 3, where do you want to be in 3 months? Rate between 1 to 10. And of course we would want 10s everywhere, but that is not realistic. So we want to put a number here that is realistic in 3 months. Then next, you're going to step number 4, and that is where do you want to be and what action do you need to take to get there. So here we want you to be very specific. So really go deep into the measuring, like very specific step-by-steps, like how are you actually wanting to get to that goal. I also really think it's so important, like something that really helped me is to find like guidance in like different places. And this is actually a quick little update and news, but a Soul Sync Body, that is my health and wellness app. For anyone who's new here, we're launching a 360 wellness program with 4 weeks of workouts, a meal plan, and mindfulness. We created a new app that is really focused on accountability and connecting with people. So if you feel like, hey, this guidance and that accountability is something so needed and I want to be in, I want to do this with so many others and like actually have results, I am also going to link that down below. I'm really excited about this, so mark your calendar if you want to join me on Soul Sync Body. So yeah, this is basically how you like fill in this whole sheet. I think on top of that is what is very important is celebrating the small little wins and any progress that you're making. This will keep you accountable. This will make it more doable. It's also going to make it fun, because I do believe that you need to find and create a routine that is enjoyable for you and something that you actually can stay consistent with. Because if you're trying to do workouts that you're truly not enjoying, if running is not for you, then don't force yourself to go run, you know, like find other types of movements. And I think that is really important to think about, and also celebrating things with your friends or people around you or your family members, and like celebrate little wins that will keep you really accountable. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if there are any more questions around goal setting and creating your wellness routine.